Hello and welcome to another edition of News Showcase. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. The government of Tamil Nadu has announced cash aid to the people affected by cyclone Migjam, which struck Chennai and surrounding districts on Monday. The move came after Chief Minister Stalin held talks with his top ministers and the Chief Secretary of the state. The government announced Rs 5 lakhs as compensation for the families of those killed in the storm and Rs 6,000 for each family affected by the bad weather. It also announced Rs 7.5 lakhs for each fishing boat that was crippled and 17,000 rupees for every hectare of farmland that suffered more than 30% damages. The storm caused widespread damage in Chennai and 3 neighboring districts and left 22 people dead across the affected region. The Minister for Municipal Administration, K.N. Nehru, visited communities affected by the cyclone in Chennai. Accompanied by the Corporation Commissioner Radhakrishnan, he met residents in Valsaravakam in the north of the city. He promised them that a solution to prevent flooding will be found soon. Separately, Ministers T.M. Anbarasan and Chakrapani organized shipments of essential supplies to residents in and around Tambaram. Reports said about 3 tons of vegetables and other goods were ferried in by trucks, and 10,000 families were expected to benefit from the shipments. The mayor of Tuticorin also flagged off trucks with relief aid for the cyclone victims in Chennai. The aid cargo contained food grains, ingredients, bottled drinking water, blankets, and other essentials. The National Investigation Agency is seeking custody of a suspect accused of throwing a petrol bomb at the official residence of the governor of Tamil Nadu. In October, the suspect, identified as Vinod, threw the bomb outside the building in Chennai. No damage was reported from the small blast caused by the device. State police arrested him and sent him to prison and started investigating the incident. The case was later transferred to the NIA, and the federal investigator has registered cases against the suspect under 3 sections. They also conducted their own probe at the scene outside the governor's residence. The incident drew wider attention as it came amid a row between the state and the governor over clearing of bills. The federal government has announced 1,000 crore rupees as initial aid to restore essential services in the region. In Telangana state, the newly elected lawmaker Raja Singh of the BJP has vowed not to take the oath of office before the interim speaker, who belongs to the AIMIM. Akbaruddin Owaisi was named interim speaker of the new legislature, which was elected in the polls in November. The AIMIM won 7 seats. Reports said, in a video message, Singh said, as long as he was alive, he would never take oath in front of a person from AIMIM. He said he would instead be sworn in after the appointment of a regular speaker. Singh accused Owaisi of making anti-Hindu remarks in the past and hinted other lawmakers from the BJP will also protest. Singh also staged a similar protest in 2018. The National Investigation Agency made more than a dozen arrests in operations in Maharashtra and Karnataka. Reports quoting sources said the NIA, which investigates terrorism-related crimes, raided 40 locations in Maharashtra alone, including Mumbai. Reports said those arrested were linked to the ISIS terror network. Last August, the NIA arrested Akif Atike Nachan, who is said to be an expert in assembling explosives. He is the 6th suspect linked to ISIS in India. 5 others were arrested in November. According to media reports, the case is related to a criminal conspiracy which was planned by the suspects and their backers, who are sympathizers of the ISIS. They are also accused of set up training camps for recruits. Reports say tax officials have found about 290 crore rupees in cash hidden at the facilities of Bood Distillery in Odisha since Friday. The cash is said to be one of the biggest seized by officials. Group companies of the distillery were raided in Jharkhand and West Bengal as well, and the searches are continuing. The cash was found hidden inside cupboards and furniture. Reports said more searches will follow after investigators received a tip-off. Reports also said crores of rupees were recovered from the properties of Congress MP Dheeraj Kumar Sahu in Jharkhand. Odisha is governed by Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik of the Biju Janata Dal. The BJP has called for a probe of the hidden cash by federal investigators CBI. India's junior External Affairs Minister has denied replying to a question on paper about plans to designate the Palestinian group Hamas as a terrorist organization. Meenakshi Lekhi's denial comes after the document surfaced on the social media X. It contained a question from a Congress Party MP on banning Hamas and whether it was demanded by Israel. The document also had a reply from Lekhi explaining the matter. Reports said the External Affairs Ministry will clarify the issue and that it appeared to be a technical error. A lawmaker from the Shiv Sena UBT, Priyanka Chaturvedi, has said if the minister's response was forged, then it is a serious breach of procedures. Reports said Israeli envoy to India had urged New Delhi to ban Hamas as a terrorist organization. The Congress party's Sonia Gandhi turned 77 today, and among those who greeted her was her political rival, Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Gandhi has the distinction of being the party's longest-serving president. She stepped back from an active role 2 years ago, but she is believed to be behind most of its decisions. As people from all walks of life greeted her, Prime Minister Modi in a post on X said, "May she be blessed with a long and healthy life." Sonia Gandhi was forced into the political spotlight and headed the party after the assassination of her husband Rajiv Gandhi in 1991. The Congress party has been in the opposition since losing the polls to the BJP in 2014. A global survey has said Prime Minister Narendra Modi enjoys a staggering approval rating for his leadership among Indians. The US-based consultancy firm Morning Consult released its findings after the survey involved the world's most influential leaders. It said, in India, a whopping 76% endorsed Modi's leadership and 18% disapproved his style. About 6% of the people did not give their opinion. Mexico's President Andrés Manuel López came second with 66%, and Switzerland's President Alain Berset was the third most popular with 58% approval ratings. US President Joe Biden, Canada's Justin Trudeau, UK's Rishi Sunak, and French President Emmanuel Macron failed to cross the 40% mark. The US has blocked a UN Security Council resolution put forward by the United Arab Emirates calling for an immediate humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza. 13 of the Council's 15 members voted in favor, with the UK abstaining. The US has consistently opposed international calls for a ceasefire and called the resolution imbalanced and unrealistic. It criticized the resolution for failing to condemn Hamas attacks inside Israel in early October that killed around 200 Israelis. According to Hamas, the Israeli retaliation has killed over 17,000 Palestinian civilians in Gaza. UN Chief Antonio Guterres earlier said the situation in Gaza is at breaking point, and it is time to act as the eyes of the world and the eyes of history are watching. Reports say apps and websites that use artificial intelligence to disrobe women in photos are soaring in popularity. The social network analysis company Graphica said, in September alone, 24 million people visited websites that had such images. The company said many of these websites are advertised on social media networks. It also pointed out the number of links to these websites on social media, including X and Reddit, increased by more than 2,400%. These websites use artificial intelligence tools to recreate an image so that the person is nude. Many of the services have targeted only women. Graphica said, most of these AI tools are available for free on the internet, making the job easier for developers. As the year 2023 is expected to be the hottest year ever since records began, a report says researchers are studying the possibility of dimming the sun to cut rising temperatures, which could put lives at risk and limit outdoor work. It said the sun's warming effect is strongest during the day, in the summer and at the tropics, whereas greenhouse gases warm everywhere and at all times. Blocking some sunlight would also be an effective way of keeping icy parts of the world frozen. Research also indicates that this would mean smaller rainfall changes overall. Although dimming the sun could keep the earth cool, it would not deal with the problem of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. The Malayalam film Kadal, The Core, has generated a lot of conversation since its teaser hit YouTube 3 weeks ago. Superstar Mammootty playing the role of a gay character has triggered intense interest among fans, critics, and film commentators. No Indian actor as big as him, with a career spanning half a century and winner of 3 National Film Awards, had taken on such a role. The film tells the story of a gay man in a heterosexual marriage. Mammootty plays Matthew in the film, who prepares to fight in a local election. His wife, Omana, played by actor Jyothika, seeks divorce after she discovers that her husband is gay. The film depicts the fallout of the issue in their families and across their community. Thank you for watching. I am Priya, Tamil Nadu's first artificial intelligence news presenter. Do tune in, same time tomorrow, for a roundup of the latest news and updates in India and around the world.